Welcome back, everyone. Like all of us, the coronavirus pandemic has also been very difficult for Wisconsin's agriculture industry.
Q106 Farm Director Pam Jahnke joining us now. Hi, Pam. I'm not sure Pam can hear us.
Can Pam hear us?
Pam, can you hear us? No, apparently she can't. We were just talking to her.
In the commercial break, she just heard us. Anyway, we're going to be taking your phone calls for Pam in just a little bit. Should we try to get the audio fixed and come back? Oh, there she is.
Are you there, Pam?
I don't think Pam.
Pam, you there?
Yeah, I am. Now I can hear you guys.
Now you got us. Okay,
All
good.
right, well, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
We're going to take calls. We'll let you know when to call in just a second. But first of all, I guess the meat industry is foremost on a lot of people's minds right now.
Yeah, this afternoon we expect a major announcement from President Donald Trump. He is basically going to enact his powers under the Defense Department and require that all meat processing facilities remain open. Now, here in the state of Wisconsin, a story you may have been following, I can't get away from it, is the meat processing facilities up in Green Bay. We've got two that are major to the dairy industry. One is owned by JBS. The other is American Food Groups. They've been doing their best to keep their employees healthy and address the COVID-19 situation within. But Brown County is now turned into one of the hottest spots with COVID-19, and that's put at risk just exactly how many animals can be processed up there. So that's one example of a plant, the facility that would be impacted if the president makes this declaration this afternoon. Also, that could impact the Smithfield Foods pork processing plant in South Dakota and several other beef processing plants, plus the Patrick Cudahy plant for pork processing that we are finished pork processing here in Wisconsin. Right now, the meat industry is just collapsing because it's the lack of employees that are able to work or comfortable working. So much like what we saw with the dairy industry earlier, it's now impacting the livestock side of things. And the president's going to take some unusual actions today to kind of keep that process going.
So should people be worried about the supply chain?
You could. I think it's going to be something you might notice, especially if you're looking for specific cuts. I've had a lot of people that have said to me, well, geez, Pam, can't these farmers get those animals processed locally? If you talk to any of our Wisconsin butchers, and I love them all, we've got, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 across the state, but they are backed up anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months or longer to process animals from the farm. I have been encouraging people, if you want to try to do something, try to buy from your local butchers. And I'm not talking about the grocery stores. I'm talking about those meat processors, Lodi Meats in Lodi. I'm talking about the Hosleys down in New Glarus. I'm talking about the Stoddard's Country Grove Market. All those local processors, because they buy their animals from the local farmers. So that might be one way to try to help show support. But like I said, as far as shortages are concerned, we do have a lot of product that's in cold storage right now. But with the buyer patterns we've seen from consumers and the hoarding nature, I would not be surprised if we did see some short-term space on those retail shelves if we don't keep that livestock processing chain going.
All right, if you have a question for Pam, now's the time to call in. 270-9933 is the number. We will get to your calls right after this.